I bring you a message few of you will be able to believe, a message of great importance, a message I alone was able to read in the fires of the universe.
Nobody knows the system better than me, which is why I alone can fix it.
But be not afraid, my friends. I also bring you the means with which to save yourselves.
There's some incredible power up there that wanted me to be involved in saving, and maybe it's more than saving the nation, maybe it's saving the world. Turn sharply to my right, ping, and if I didn't do that, I'm not here with you. So, yeah, God has something to do with it. It's a miracle, and God had something to do with it, and maybe it's we want to save the world.
Save us from what? From the end of the world, friend.
This world is going down. This world is going down. So it could be. But I believe that. I believe that.
Which I don't expect you to believe. But the rest of you, those who want to be alive tomorrow morning, I will tell you tonight. Remember that. Bring your friends here. I'll tell you tonight so that you will be able to prepare.
What are you selling, mister? Snake oil?
The world will come to a flaming end at midnight tonight. Without my help and knowledge, every one of you will be dead.
I'm the only candidate who can make this promise. I will prevent, and very easily, World War III, very easily. I will prevent World War III. I'm the only one that's going to do it.
Got a name?
Trump.
I bet it fits. Planning to remain in town for long?
Well, I understand I have until midnight.
And you've heard.
Yeah, I heard. Your name is Trump? All right, Sheriff. How long are you going to put up with this?
What do you mean?
How long are you going to let this con man walk around town?
Be careful, son. I can sue you.
All of these liars will be sued after the election is over.
How about it, Sheriff? When are you going to put the lid on?
What for?
Well, stealing is stealing, whether you do it with a gun or a mouthful of mealy words.
I don't intend to sit here and be insulted, Sheriff. If your people don't want my help, I can go elsewhere.
Wait a minute, Mr. Trump. You don't talk for the rest of us.
Since the sheriff wouldn't stop Trump, Hobie had to find somebody who would. Sheriff Chet Farrow was the gun law in Talpa, and Judge Clement was the book law.
You hear about Trump?
Yes, sir. What are you going to do about him?
What do you want me to do?
Stop him
From what?
from taking the town.
Can you prove that that's what he has in mind?
This is the year we're going to take back the House. We're going to take back the Senate. We're going to take back America. And in 2024, most importantly, we are going to take back our beautiful, magnificent White House.
Well, it's obvious.
But can you prove it? In order to arrest him, the sheriff has to have a charge. And Trump hasn't given him a thing to go on.
Well, there's got to be some way to stop him.
Well, if there is, I don't know it. It's a funny thing.
Sir?
When we were kids, we were all afraid of the dark. And we grew up, and we weren't afraid anymore, but it's funny how a big lie can make us all kids again.
We had an election that was stolen from us. It was a landslide election, and everyone knows it, especially the other side.
Hobie had checked the town. The people were ready to believe. Like sheep, they ran toward the slaughterhouse.
What more can be said than thank God we're here in Sunset Park to worship and bring back the greatest president we've ever known in our generation.
I was hearing the Lord say was, "This is my son with whom I'm well pleased."
And waiting for them was the high priest of fraud.
I am the only one. Just me.
I am the chosen one.
I can build a wall around your homes that nothing will penetrate.
We're going to build a wall. It's going to be built. Believe it or not, it's not even a difficult thing to do.
What do we do? How do we save ourselves?
You ask, how do you build that wall? You ask, and I'm here to tell you.
Build that wall. Build that wall.
You're a liar, Trump. There's not going to be any rain of fire. Aren't you going to stay for the fireworks? Huh? Looks like you're going to go before everything's done.
I've done all I can for Talpa.
Figure it's time for me to be moving on.
Could you imagine if I lose my whole life? What am I going to do? I'm going to say, I lost to the worst candidate in the history of politics. I'm not going to feel so good. Maybe I'll have to leave the country. I don't know. I could have been relaxing at Mar-a-Lago or in the south of France, which I would prefer being in this country, frankly.
Well, I think you ought to wait.
It's where you and I disagree.
You're under arrest, Trump.
What charge?
Well, you write it any way you like. Grand theft, fraud, I think a jury will find it stealing.
The verdict is in. Former President Donald Trump is found guilty on all 34 criminal charges against him in a New York courtroom.
An historic moment as he becomes the first former president charged and now convicted of a felony.
I am your voice. Today I add, I am your warrior. I am your justice. And for those who have been wronged and betrayed, I am your retribution. I am your retribution. Not going to let this happen.